Yes, please. Jeff, we went live. You're good. 5 at 12. Yeah, by the time we get there, I think you're good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bedford High School for today's girls Division I soccer game between the Crimson Tide of Concord High School and the Bulldogs of Bedford High School. We remind you that only coaches, players, and officials are permitted on the playing area and track. Bedford High School supports the NHIAA policy on good sportsmanship. Cheering is certainly encouraged, but please be positive with your cheers and respectful to the officials and athletes who are on the field. Let's make this high school event a positive experience for all involved. Reminder to all Bedford families, please keep your mask on at all times and keep 6 feet between each family. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Crimson Tide of Concord High School, starting the goal, a senior, number 0, Emily Mickelson. Start at midfield, a sophomore, number 2, Sarah Potter. Start at forward, a freshman, number 3, Whitney Valiant. Start at midfield, a sophomore, number 6, Abby Dixon. Start at defense, a junior, number 7, Chloe Morgan. Start at midfield, a sophomore, number 10, Avery Pitcher. Start at defense, a senior, number 11, Lexi Adams. Start at defense, a senior, number 14, Lillian Renstra. Starting at forward, a junior, number 15, Tyler Harrington. Start at midfield, a junior, number 23, Mary Martinson. And start at defense for Concord, a junior, number 49, Kaylee Dacknall. The coach for Concord is Mr. Phil Tuttle. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Bedford High School Bulldogs. Starting forward, a senior, number 2, Izzy Tagliaferro. Starting forward, a freshman, number 3, Lana Morris. Starting in defense, a senior, number 5, Avery Manny. Starting forward, a junior, number 6, Taryn Naftali. Starting midfield, a junior, number 10, Ashley Babotis. Starting midfield, a freshman, number 12, Kylie Morris. Starting midfield, a senior, number 15, Olivia Tulin. Starting midfield, a freshman, number 16, Olivia Matthews. Starting defense, a sophomore, number 18, Sari Stein. Starting defense, a sophomore, number 19, Neve Humphrey. And starting the goal for Bedford, a sophomore, number 32, Zoe Santos. The head coach for Bedford is Michelle Winning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're asking you now to stand, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to a sunny Bulldog Stadium here in Bedford, New Hampshire as the Bedford Bulldogs host the visiting Concord Crimson Tide. These two teams squared off earlier this week with a 1-1 draw. Concord scoring late to tie the game. As the regular season winds down here for fall sports and girls soccer and varsity soccer here in New Hampshire, heading towards the postseason. These two teams squared off earlier this week. A 1-1 draw. Concord scoring late. Referees at center field waiting for the Bulldogs to take the field as Concord has gathered their starting squad out around the 35-yard line of the football field. And Bedford will do the same on their side right around the 25. The visiting Concord Tide in the white uniforms, white shirts, shorts, and socks. And the Bedford Bulldogs in the home black uniforms with the black top shorts and socks. As we begin to get underway, beautiful sunny fall afternoon here in Bedford as the rain cleared out early this morning. And we have the whistle as seniors Olivia Tooling and Isabel Taliaferro play the ball up for Bedford, now blocked away there by the Concord defense. Now controlled there by Olivia Matthews. Tries to play it up quickly to Taliaferro, but it's stolen again by Concord. Now played up that far right side along the sideline. That's Avery Fitch playing it deep down into that corner for Tyler Harrington, but the ball goes out of bounds where it will be a Concord throw-in. Sarah Potter taking the throw-in for Concord. And it's played there by Bedford Sari Stein. Stein clears it out where it's kneed ahead by Chloe Morgan, but it goes back into the zone where it's turned again by Concord. Now Alana Morris plays it up to Avery Manny, who finds Olivia Toulon. Toulon back to Olivia Matthews, who plays it back to her defense, and Kylie Morris. She tries to see a through ball, blocked away there. Matthews still fights through, but Concord able to defend well. Now Morris again plays it back to her defense to Stein. Works it all on that back line out to the wing to Alana Morris, who has a bounce off her head and out of play for another Concord throw-in. Potter on the throw, but that is immediately headed back out of bounds by Avery Manny, one of the seniors here for Bedford. So we'll do it again. Played up by Stein of Bedford around midfield, but Again, knocked back in by Concord. Controlled at midfield. Played along by Abby Dixon of Concord. And they try a through ball in, but it'll go all the way into Zoe Santos on net for Bedford, and she'll survey the field and give it a boot out just inside the 18. She plays it up the far side, according to this, by the stands. Controlled there by Taliaferro of Bedford, but she's sandwiched by a couple of Concord defenders. And will be played up and out of bounds off the left foot of Taliaferro for a quick throw in by Lexi Adams of Concord. Now Taliaferro is looking for Ashley Babotis up that right side, but she just can't corral it, and it will go off out of play and a throw in by Lexi Adams. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the first half, no score. Played up and controlled by Avery Manny of Bedford. Now to Olivia Matthews, who tries to play it back to Olivia Tulin, but Concord takes control. Kaylee Nault plays that up, but again, Stein of Bedford on that short defense, able to control and work it back up. Now Manny for Bedford controls, plays it up that left side. She has Lana Morris going up, but Concord will make the safe play, and Kaylee Nault to boot it out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Now Tara Neftali, she plays it back to Matthews, who chips it ahead, looking for Tulin. Controlled by Concord. Pressured there by Taliaferro along the defense of Concord, where Lily Renstra played it along back. And we'll have a foul called against Bedford in a free kick upcoming for Concord. Kaylee Nault to take the kick. And she just plays it across that back line to Lillian Renstra. She tries to boot it up, but blocked there by Lana Morris. Again, Concord controlling. Heads it up forward. Kylie Morris of Bedford, but kept in. Now Matthews. Now Taliaferro controlling along that far side. She has space to dribble. She carries down into that corner. She has helping across on Morris, who's cutting back towards the net, but the keeper is there on a bouncing ball. The senior Emily Mickelson there for Concord to defend. Taliaferro might have had a little bit more time. She had Olivia Tulin in the middle of the field, but she was covered, but tried to play that cross in, and Lana Morris just missed on the timing of it, where it was saved and corralled in by Mickelson. All right, Kylie Morris for Bedford will take the throw in along the side where the stands are. Headed there by Chloe Morgan of Concord. Now Babotis of Bedford. Go out of bounds, and a throw in quickly here by Whitney Valiant. Towed up. Now Valiant finds support in the front. She's got Tyler Harrington defended there by Bedford, and now we'll get a free kick on a foul call against Concord. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the first half. Still no score. These two teams played to a 1-1 draw earlier in the week at Concord. Played up along the right to Babotis of Bedford. She tries to control, but defended well there by Concord. They play it up quickly. Try the give and go, but stolen there by Matthews. Matthews, the freshman. Plays up to Taliaferro. Give and go to Olivia Tulin. Now Taliaferro breaking in. She's down that right side. She takes that right-footed shot. It's off the crossbar and tipped away by the goalie. And cleared away, but we'll call a corner kick. So that appeared to go off the football crossbar. So Taliaferro chips that ball in, defended up by the goalie Mickelson, but it tipped up off the football crossbar, which hangs up and over that soccer net. And we'll go for a Bedford corner kick. And Stein for Bedford will take it here with that left foot. She boots it in and curls it to a cutting Lana Morris from Bedford, but defended and blocked away there quickly by Concord, who just clears. Naftali plays it up again. Finds Avery Manny. and knocked away safely by Kaylee Nault of Concord, and will have a Bedford throw in. Closest scoring chance of any team right there as Taliaferro broke in and down that right side and tried to go up and over the top, but knocked away nicely. Now the ball is played inside the box. Morris controls from Bedford. She's looking for help, trying to turn. Now Tulin. Now played outside to Taliaferro, looking for support. She's controlling, help. Now defended nicely by Concord and turned back away, but that'll be poked out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in again. Concord in the all-white, Bedford in the all-black with the masks. Played along by Matthews to the defensive line of Callie Morris, one of the freshman to freshman, who plays it back to Neve Humphrey, a sophomore. Bedford, a very young team with only 5 seniors. One of them is Paige Muir, who's out injured for the season. She broke her foot in a game against Central. Stein for Bedford. Plays up along the outside to Babotis. Has it go off her midsection. Looking for support. Finds and looking for Tulin, but controlled there by Concord. Concord plays it at the outside now. Nicely by Abby Dixon. She tries to go into the middle of the field looking for Tyler Harrington, but stolen by Bedford. Manning fighting, but controlled again by Concord. Now played there by Martinson. Martinson plays it up that wing, but it goes all the way back down towards Zoe Santos of Bedford, who gives it a boot. Played in nicely by Lana Morris to save it from going out of bounds. Now Kylie Morris for Bedford plays it out wide to Babotis. Babotis looking for someone, looking for a give and go. Has Kylie Morris. And Morris has it just go off her foot. If Babotis plays that a little more up the field, it's a much easier play for Morris, but it was too much on a line, so it goes out of bounds. Now Matthews of Bedford. Now Concord controls. Good given the go there by Whitney Valiant and Abby Dixon. Ball played out of bounds safely by Stein of Bedford. And now Concord up a throw in. Lexi Adams on the throw in for Concord. Knocked away by Bedford. Taliaferro plays it back to Babotis, who has to go off her feet and out of bounds. Ball played in and thrown in by Concord, but now stolen away by Bedford, who tries to control and plays it back along that defense, looking for Lana Morris up along the wing, closest to the bench. She finds Avery Manny. Manny trying to send somebody in, but defended well by Concord there. Chloe Morgan on defense. Back and forth. Manny tries to pull back, looking for Morris on the turn. Now Matthews. She'll chip it in, but that'll roll inside the 18 where it's controlled by the Concord keeper. 10 minutes gone here in the first half, no score. Abby Dixon for Concord. She plays it back to the defense, blocked away there by Morris. Kaylee Nault gets it back out for Concord. She plays it up for Chloe Morgan. Stolen there by Olivia Tulin. She plays it up to Babotis. Babotis defended well, but now finds Tulin again, able to chip it to Morris. He pucks it in towards Taliaferro, and it's going inside the 18 in a race here, but picked up quickly by the keeper, who shot out of the net. Emily Mickelson, one of the seniors for Concord. She gives it a boot out towards midfield. Headed down by Neve Humphrey and controlled briefly by Concord, but played back to Sari Stein. Now chipped up by Lexi Adams. Stein controlling, looking, turning. Looking for Lana Morris, but played there nicely by Sarah Potter of Concord. Goes off the Bedford foot, and we'll have a throw in for Concord. 0-0 the score here. Bouncing ball will come all the way back in towards Zoe Santos, who quickly hurls it out to the side and finds Ashley Babotis, but plays the ball up where it's controlled quickly by Concord. Now 50-50 ball won by Lee Renstra from Concord. Now Manny and Morris of Bedford. Plays it down that line for Taliaferro. She's defended there by Kaylee Nault. Nault plays it safely back to her keeper. Keeper plays it back out. Mickelson out to Nault again. Nault plays it up that right side, but it's going to drift out of bounds. A little bit of a breeze here today, so balls will be slightly affected as they're up in the air. We'll have a substitution here for Bedford. Ava Dubois will come in for Ashley Babotis. Ball played in by to Tulin. Tulin takes a quick shot, has a racing Ava Dubois. She's able to save it from going out of bounds. She's on net there. She's got an easy tap-in goal, but just couldn't get there in time. That ball drifted along the goal line, but kept out. Now played out towards midfield. Played there by Stein of Bedford. She's looking for Manny. Manny to Tulin. And then we'll go off a Concord foot and out of bounds for a Bedford throw. Kylie Morris of Bedford to take the throw in. Throws it in towards Taliaferro, but played nicely by Concord. Tulin there for Bedford. She's looking for Avery Manny, cutting in towards the net, but cleared away nicely by Concord. Now Dubois fighting. Played nicely by Lexi Adams of Concord. Now stolen again by Concord. A little give and go here. Played nicely by Volant. Volant bringing it up. She tries that cross. Played off the leg of Stein of Bedford. She's able to gather and control. And defended by Avery Fitcher of Concord. Result is a throw in for Bedford and Kylie Morris. She plays it into Olivia Tulin, the senior. She is committed to WPI down in Worcester to play soccer. Now Matthews for Bedford boots it up. She has Dubois, but Dubois backs off a little bit. Again, the wind affecting it slightly. Lexi Adams there for Concord to defend. They get the ball in quickly. Taliaferro fighting. She gets that cross in on net. And a low ball, it bounced away, but pulled in by Mickelson again. So another good pressure coming down the right side. Bedford utilizing their speed here to try to get some pace and shots on net. We'll have additional substitutions for both teams. As Kate Michael comes on for Taliaferro. Taliaferro with 2 shots on for Bedford, so able to apply some good pressure, but she'll be substituted out here. And the wind affecting that throw in, but played off of Morris, and we'll do it again.
Interesting flip and field.
Thrown in by Concord, but off Lana Morris again. So we'll have another Concord throw. And actually, no, they're going to say it went off the leg of Concord. So Naftali gets in quickly for Bedford. Off of Avery Manny's foot of Bedford and another Concord throw. 15 minutes gone here in the first half. Still no score. Matthews of Bedford plays it up. Bedford backing off a little bit there, but Manny for Bedford controls. She's looking for Alana Morris down the left wing. Nault chasing for Concord, and she'll make the safe play and put it out of bounds for a Bedford throw. We remain scoreless here in the first half. Naftali on the throw in for Bedford. She hurls it back in towards Matthews, who chests it down. Now back to Naftali. Tries to play in it quickly, but it's stolen there by Concord. Nice give and go, triangular passing by Concord. They've advanced the ball quickly down that far side. Fitcher bringing it down into the corner. Defended by Stein. She gets a cross in, but it's just a little bit too far. and only one other teammate up in the person of Whitney Volant, but quickly turned away by Bedford, and now Concord controls again. So Chloe Morgan was looked to try to get something going up on that right side again, but the ball drifted too far up and out of play, and we'll have another throw in. Concord controlling. Volant plays it back to the outside, but now turned over to Bedford, and Morris tries a quick kick, but it goes off the head of Avery Manny, and the ball continues to bounce around. Morris for Bedford tries to play, but stolen quickly away there by Sarah Potter of Concord. She tries a quick cross, but Stein of Bedford is there to defend. And goes off the foot of, looks like Caroline Quirk, who's come on for Concord, and will result in a goal kick for Bedford. Zoe Santos brings the ball out, sets it up for a goal kick. Up towards center field. Manny chips it ahead for Bedford. Over the head of Concord's defense. Played back by Nault to a keeper. Pursued there by Dubois at Bedford. But quickly Mickelson gets up and out of harm's way. Now quickly back to midfield. Kylie Morris from Bedford. Controlled there by Chloe Morgan of Concord. Morris chasing. Being pursued heavily by Volant. Volant has had some great passing today. Going with some give and goes. But now Manny of Bedford sends it up and ahead to Dubois, being chased there and pursued by Nault. And Nault will do the same thing again and just knock it out of bounds and let her team regroup. 19 minutes gone here in the first half, still no score. Morris for Bedford will take the throw in. Defended by Bedford. Morris tries again to corral, but this one will go off of Lexi Adams and out of play, and we will get a corner kick here again for Stein. A little bit of backspin on that ball as Morris tried to play it for Bedford, then went off the foot of Concord's defense and out of play and just over that end line. So Morris will use that left foot, see if she can curl one in here. Goes to Bedford out by the 18, ready to rush in. She sends it long and deep. Lana Morris is there, as is Avery Manny. Bounces up and over her head. Defended well by Concord. Lexi Adams again, switching sides, plays it up that right side, looking for support, but knocked out there by Bedford. Caroline Quirk was there, but it did go off her leg and it resulted in a Bedford throw-in. Stein for Bedford around midfield, finds Matthews. Now now to Ava Dubois. Now Lana Morris. Turned away there nicely by Sarah Potter of Concord. Beautiful fall day here in Bedford, New Hampshire. Now Matthews for Bedford. The freshman turning. Looking for Olivia Toulon, but defended well by Concord again. Now Concord plays a little bit of a give and go, but Zoe Santos well out of her net. Will come out to play it up quickly with her foot, looking for teammate Lana Morris, but again, that wind playing tricks. Up and out of bounds. Quick Concord throw and stopped there by Lana Morris. But Concord continues to control. Now at the back line of Lily Renstra of Concord, played up by Kylie Morris, looking for Ava Dubois. Has Kate Michael there to help her. Dubois controlling, now plays it into the middle. A little bit of traffic there, but Toulon for Bedford has it. She tries a quick shot in, but played in and gobbled in by Mickelson. Bedford continues to get some decent pressure. Mickelson will hurl it out towards midfield. Abby Dixon for Concord. Now finds Volant. Volant plays it up. but defended by Stein. Stein and Humphrey of Bedford, two stalwarts on defense. Big, strong girls that really, really help to nail down that Bedford defense. Now Morris of Bedford. She finds Avery Manny, who plays a through ball to Ava Dubois. Ava Dubois, a little bit of hand fighting, and defended well there by Nault. She's not able to get much off on that kick, but gobbled in again by Mickelson. So you had some hand fighting there, but defended well by Concord, and that is allowed. Booted up by Mickelson, controlled by Concord. Plays it up towards midfield, where he's definitely affected by the wind. And we're going to have a push on Kylie Morris, who had two stiff arms into the back of number 3, Whitney Vallant of Concord. So we'll have a free kick for Concord. 17 minutes to go here in the first half, no score. Nault for Concord. Has the ball right on the 50-yard line, and she'll take the kick. Played there by Naftali of Bedford, Morris of Bedford, but now Concord has it. Sarah Potter looking up, played it in towards the middle of the field, and booted out towards the sideline by Stein. Now chipped in by Concord. This is one of their best forms of pressure thus far. And then we'll play it up and out of bounds as it went all the way across the other side of the goal and out safely by Kate Michael. Concord throw in, Lillian Renstra. She plays it in toward the 18. Bouncing ball up and away here. And Zoe Santos comes all the way across her goal to grab it. And she plays it out quickly to Lana Morris on the wing. Morris pulls the ball back, looks for help, plays it up to Matthews, but stolen quickly by Concord. Now Humphrey at Bedford. Now Concord rushing in. They do have an open net there, but a great defensive play by Stein. Santos had come way, way out, a little too aggressive there. Rifled in shot by Concord, but defended on an open net by Stein, who was able to knock it over the end line for a corner kick coming from Concord. That looked like a sure goal there with the vacant net, but Stein rushing back for Bedford was able to keep it out. Substitutions here as Taliaferro comes back in for Alana Morris. And we'll have 2 substitutions for Concord as Abby Dixon will leave, and as will Whitney Vallant. Both of them have been very involved with the play today with some great passing. Corner kick in here by Concord. Played in nicely. The ball bounces around inside that 18. Concord still controlling. Cleared up by Olivia Tulin, though, of Bedford. Now Concord plays it back to that defense. Played up by Lexi Adams. She switches the field. She finds Caroline Quirk. Quirk will play it back. She finds Potter. Potter pursued by Taliaferro. Now to Nault. Nault will boot it inside the 18. Played there by Kylie Morris. And a quick left-footed chip into Concord, where again, Morris is able to clear it from Bedford. But Michael tried to play that ball, and it went errantly backwards and dangerously close to Bedford. It's Bedford's goal, but cleared out nicely. But now Dubois turns it over for Bedford. Mary Martinson of Concord plays it back to Nault, but Nault has the ball go up and out of bounds. So we'll have another substitution here for Bedford. Anna Stravopoulos will come on for Kate Michael, which will move Avery Manny out to the wing. So we have Stravopoulos in the middle, Taliaferro on the left wing, and Manny on the right wing. Just under 14 minutes remaining here in the first half, no score. Throw in by Naftali. Played off there by Dubois of Bedford. Now headed forward by Chloe Morgan of Concord. She has support there. Still controlling. Defended there nicely by Neve Humphrey. She just plays a little chip up to Dubois, who has to go off her foot. Still along that line. They're calling it out, though. Concord throw in. Concord plays it in quickly. Olivia Matthews of Bedford defending there, but now stolen by Concord. And they try the quick cross, but that ball goes probably wind-aided out of play and result in a Bedford goal kick. Santos of Bedford surveying. She puts the right foot into it and sends it up towards midfield, but controlled nicely by Concord. Chloe Morgan has it, plays it up along that wing to Caroline Quirk. Quirk using her speed, brings it down to the corner, but defended nicely by Naftali. Looking for support, has Martinson for Concord. She tries that cross, again, affected by the wind, bouncing loose, but Santos for Bedford able to jump up and grab it. She plays it out quickly to Manny of Bedford, who tries to chip it ahead. Stravopoulos of Bedford now puts a foot on it and knocked out of play on defense by Lillian Renstra of Concord. This will allow the Tide to regroup. Manny of Bedford, one of the seniors. She'll move up the field along with Taliaferro and Tulin, two of the other seniors. Now the freshman Morris throws it in, headed away there by Concord. Humphrey of Bedford. Now Stravopoulos of Bedford. She carries. Still carrying. Now picked up by Tulin. Tulin finds Taliaferro in the middle. And we're going to have a foul call here pretty late after the whistle. That play seemed to continue for quite a bit there, but the FAR official determining there was a foul there. So Concord will have a free kick. That seemed to come in a good 10 seconds after the play, and the near official was right there, did not see a foul. Nonetheless, we'll have a free kick for Concord. Nault will take it. She plays it out wide to Lexi Adams, who plays it back in the middle to Chloe Morgan, but will have a dangerous kick against Morgan. That foot was up by the face of the two Bedford defenders. Humphrey for Bedford will take this. One of the sophomores. She plays it up along that right side. Manny there for Bedford. Defended there by Concord, where the ball will go out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Manny on the throw-in for Bedford. Defended by Concord. Paid back nicely by Avery Fitcher, but stolen by Olivia Tulin. Now Manny. She tries a right foot. Now Taliaferro. Played it to Tulin. Now you got Matthews there for Bedford. Tulin able to grab it. Plays it back to Stravopoulos. Finds Matthews and looking for a through ball there, but defended and kicked away by Concord. In pursuit is Gabriella Chown. And it'll go off of Bedford foot and out of play for a Concord throw-in. Still no score here. 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Again, these two teams played to a 1-1 draw earlier in the week in Concord. Now Matthews of Bedford. Up to Tulin. Nice little footwork, but defended well by Concord. Naftali for Concord will take the throw. She tries to get it to Olivia Tulin, but stolen away by Concord. Now Stein of Bedford plays it to Manny, looking for support. She wanted Stravopoulos to make the run, but Stravopoulos didn't anticipate it in time. But Bedford able to still control. Morris plays it back along the back line to Stein. Stein puts the left foot into it. She finds Babotis. Babotis held there, but able to fight through. She has space on the wing. She tries a quick shot in, and Manny's there too, but the goaltender Mickelson is able to come out and defend it. And she quickly rolls the ball out on the wing. Matthews of Bedford traps it. Finds Babotis. Now looks for Tulin, but Tulin is blocked and stolen away there by Concord. Now Matthews of Bedford. Matthews, the dad. Her dad is the head football coach of the varsity team who had a good win last night. Again, the football season winding down, as so many fall sports are. And this abbreviated COVID-affected seasons for all the sports. Stein plays the left foot in, bounce it inside the 18. Not enough air underneath that. That might have been affected by the wind. If she gets that up a little bit higher, she allows her team to run underneath it. If she had forwards rushing in, but one bounce into Mickelson's hands, and she's able to give it a boot. But her kick goes out of bounds, and this will result in a Bedford throw-in, and we'll have mutual substitutions for each team. Seven minutes to go here in the first half. 0-0 the score. Naftali with the throw in for Bedford. She finds, looking for Manny, but headed out by Concord, and we'll do it again. Naftali again. Looking for Stravopoulos. She chips it forward on that right side, looking for Lana Morris. Morris able to gather it, but defended nicely by Concord. And they will knock it over out of bounds just inside that corner flag and result in a Bedford throw where Kylie Morris will take it. Kylie Morris looking for her sister Lana Morris. Throws into the Stravopoulos, but Stravopoulos tries to one-touch it back, but it's just a little too high and up and out, and that will result in a Concord throw-in. Concord plays it in. Turned away there by Avery Fitcher. She tries to play it up quickly, but Humphrey of Bedford is there. Now Naftali of Bedford plays it outside to Babotis. Babotis finds Tulin. Given goal for Naftali, but knocked away safely and out of play by Concord. Nice little triangular give and go passing by Bedford, but defended well by Concord. Five minutes to go here in the first half. Naftali on the throw in. Concord controls. They'll give it a quick boot up the field, but Stein is there. Only one person up for Concord. Pursued by Tyler Harrington of Concord, but knocked away. Now Tulin of Bedford. Some good footwork to turn and make a pass, but blocked away by Concord. Now Matthews plays it back to Morris on defense. She finds Humphrey, who settles. Tries to chip it up to Babotis. Has it go off the foot of Sarah Potter and roll all the way out of bounds. So Bedford will have a throw in here with just over 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Naftali into Manny. Manny controlling. Plays it in towards the box. Has Lana Morris on that far side, but nobody there in the middle. Just Morris coming in from the far right wing, and Mickelson's able to bring it in. She'll turn the right foot into it, get it up towards midfield. Kicked away there by Stein. Chested down there by Chloe Morgan of Concord. But now give and go. Morris working to Manny. Lana Morris of Bedford finds Manny. Some good footwork there. She's able to turn it, but nobody home for Bedford on that far left side. Babotis playing wide, but not playing in. So Mickelson is able to gather it in. Mickelson's been busy here in the first half. Good pressure sustained for the most part by Bedford. Concord certainly with a couple of chances as well. Concord boots that ball up. Bounced away where Volant takes it for Concord. Now, nice little give and go. But turned over to Bedford, where Manny picks it up. Manny looking for Lana Morris on that wing. Headed away nicely by Lexi Adams, but Morris plays it back to Manny. But now turned over and controlled here by both Abby Dixon and Chloe Morgan of Concord. And we're going to have a handball, looks like, against one of them. Just an errant bounce of that ball. Looks like it caught a piece of the hand. So Bedford will have a free kick right around the 32, 33-yard line of Concord. But now they move the ball back a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. More like around the 42. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Still no score. Stein of Bedford plays it in on that left foot. One bounce in where Mickelson's able to bring it in again. Mickelson up where she finds Tyler Harrington. Harrington plays it quickly ahead to Quirk. Quirk with that speed, but Santos way out of her net to kick it away. Now bouncing ball. Matthews fighting. And looks like we'll get a blocking or some sort of a foul against Matthews as Harrington for Concord was looking for the ball as well. So 2 minutes to go here. We're on referee time on the field for the remainder of the half. Wind gusting here, Bulldog Stadium. Played in by Quirk. Ooh, that looked like a dangerous kick there, and that's exactly actually what we're going to get against Concord. Chloe Morgan tried to corral that foot in, tried to corral the ball in, but the foot was up a little higher on the head, and they're going to call that for a foul. So Santos will play it up around midfield, looking for Stravopoulos, but controlled by Abby Dixon of Concord. And we're going to have another free kick for Bedford. Humphrey for Bedford. We use her right foot into this, see if she can capitalize on the wind. But actually the wind holds that ball up and it doesn't really travel that far. Concord able to control and clear. Quirk able to play it up towards Fitcher. She tries to play where it's taken by Stein. Now Tulin looking for help, but nobody there for Bedford. Concord will just kick it up and out of bounds. Naftali plays it into Babotis. Babotis for Tulin. Tulin back to Matthews, who looks for Lana Morris. Now sister Kylie Morris will take it. Morris looking for help. Finds Avery Manny in the middle. Bedford applying pressure here late. Lana Morris has it. Tries to drop back. Use the left foot. And that'll be the end of the half. So no score here at Bulldog Stadium between the Concord Crimson Tide and the Bedford Bulldogs. We'll have a 10-minute halftime break, and we'll continue with second half action. Again, 0-0 the score.
As I said last time, you're very good. You talk about the weather. You give the names of Concord players. You talk about kids where they're going to college. You know what class they're in. There was a guy up in Concord who used to do well. He was a famous tennis coach, Harvey Smith, and Harvey won 15, 20 state championships, but he did announcing like in the winter. And he had all the kids fill out a sheet like before the game where they had, I don't know, favorite movie or favorite class and stuff like that. And
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. It makes it a lot more interesting that way.
Yeah. Mentioned one girl's going to WPI.
Only when I know stuff. Oh, Keel, bring this some lunch.
Where'd you get that? At Subway?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was from yesterday.
Okay. So the final score of the Concord game was what?
42-20.
Yeah, Concord. They went through like 3 punters and like 6 long snaps because every time they were punting the ball, they either fumble it, the punter will fumble it, and like 2 times his knee was down when he touched it, so the ball's dead.
Right.
And then
Now Concord did that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then um, same thing with the long snap. They basically did it as like a fumble basically, and it didn't even get up in the air; it just rolled the ground.
What a nice day.
Yeah.
Geez, compared to all the drizzle we were getting, and we were lucked out with the rain last night.
Yeah. Me and my dad, we were working in the rain all day yesterday. And then we came here for the game. And then after the game, we were gonna, because all those chairs down there, we were supposed to be there for parents to sit. But they didn't, like, there was only 8 people that came down, like, with only 8 people that sat there.
Mhm.
So, and we weren't gonna stack me and my dad were gonna stack all those chairs back up.
They're
The
so
rain.
straight. It looks like nobody used them. You know?
Yeah.
What's your father doing today?
My dad.
Yeah.
He's not really doing anything. I mean, he did a little bit of grocery shopping today.
Yeah.
And then he's coming around. Like, he's supposed to be here right now.
Mhm.
He said he was going to start stacking the chairs up, but
How about Zach? What's he doing today?
he's doing probably homework.
Okay.
And Nick doesn't have anything either. Because because originally they were supposed to play, and then it was a team from up by Hanover, but they had kids from Vermont and New Hampshire, so they were kind of conflicting of like if we should play or not because if some kid might have COVID or stuff like that. They didn't want to drive all the way down here too, and so they decided to cancel it or postpone it, and then they were gonna play. They were gonna see if they can play at a different time, but then they couldn't, so they decided to just cancel it. So.
Now, this field, anytime it's a heavy rain, there's no puddles or anything.
No, there's puddles. The whole far side. We had drainage issues before, and it was like we had that one huge like rainstorm over the summer, and it started to puddle up like giant puddles. It wasn't draining right, so and they already put all the material down, but not like the turf, but they had to scrape up all the material, look at the drains, and make sure nothing's like clogged or in it or not. But nothing was clogged. But they decided to see if they could put another pipe in to like help and make it flow better. And then yesterday when it rained, you could start to see it started puddling like everywhere on the field. But like I told my dad, it's a new field, and I feel like it's not fully like broken in yet. So like some areas might be standing water than others because it's not because of the material. It's still like compacted or something. Is like making it not drain or something. But
Welcome back to second half action here at Bulldog Stadium in Bedford. No score yet after the first 40 minutes. And Concord will start with the ball here in the second half. This time playing towards the scoreboard. And Bedford playing away from it. Again, Concord in the all-white uniforms and Bedford in the all-black. Officials call time and Concord will control. Tyler Harrington and Avery Fitcher play it back up. Humphrey for Bedford has it go off of Vallant's head and out of bounds for a quick Bedford throw-in. Played there by Kylie Morris. Ball headed around, but controlled by Concord. Looking for Quirk in the middle, but knocked away and defended there by Naftali. But now Quirk regains control using the speed, defended by Matthews. She tries to get around the corner and does. Be able to bring it down on that right side. Defended there by Babotis, who right foots it out of bounds for a Concord throw-in. Potter will play it in for Concord, in towards the middle of the box. Ball bounces around. Potter again with it, looking for help. Now Fitcher. Fitcher back to Potter. Played in there to Martinson. And we'll get an offside against Concord. Bedford holding the line there on defense. But Concord applying some good pressure there as we open the first half, just over a minute gone. Santos plays it up and finds Olivia Tulin, but Tulin defended well by Concord. Now Quirk. Still controlling. Plays it back to Potter. Nice passing here by Concord to Abby Dixon, but stolen by Matthews. She finds Lana Morris down that far right wing. Defended there well by Renstra. And Concord will play it out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Loose ball to Manny of Bedford and Morris, but kicked up by Concord. Humphrey, Bedford, and Stein of Bedford back to play it up. Stein does. Plays it on the line, but it'll drift out of bounds for a Concord throw-in. Played in quickly. Morris, though, Bedford able to steal. Finds Stravopoulos. Stravopoulos, one dribble too long there. Had two people open between Tulin and Babotis racing down on the far side, but just held on a one step too long, and now Concord has reversed direction and bringing it all the way back where Volant has it. She tries to center, but Stein is there for Bedford. She plays it up quickly. Concord again returns it, where it's played and controlled by Olivia Tulin. Tulin carrying, looking, surveying, finds and looking for Manny, but a little bit too far ahead where Chloe Morgan will kick it out of bounds. She had a little bit of space there. She probably could have turned and controlled and had some support behind her, but makes the safe play and kicks it out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Morris throws it in for Bedford. Now Stravopoulos looking for Tulin, but defended there. And Mickelson will come out and play it for Concord. And looks to boot it upfield. Slowed a little bit there by the wind. Kylie and Lana Morris, the two sisters there for Bedford. Kylie comes away with it, finds Stravopoulos in the middle of the field. Has Tulin there for help, but sees Babotis open on the wing. Babotis squares to Tulin. Tulin using footwork. Plays it back to Matthews, but stolen nicely there by Fitcher of Concord. Now Matthews has it again. But now to Humphrey. Now back to Tulin. Tulin reversing direction. Has Babotis cutting in. Babotis breaks it through on a bouncing ball. It was defended well there by Nault of Concord, but Babotis able to fight through and blocked away there by Mickelson, who boots it away towards midfield. Stein of Bedford carrying. Gets through a couple of Concord players. Tries to find Manny. Now Tulin for Bedford. Has Babotis. Babotis tries a quick shot on with the right foot, but that ball sails well wide. So she tries to get up a quick shot. Had Manny going to the left and also had Stravopoulos coming in from the right and Morris on the right. Chose to take the shot. Not necessarily a bad choice. Always good to get pressure on the goal, especially not knowing how this wind can affect anything. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the first half. I'm sorry, in the second half. Still no score, 0-0. Goal kicked away there by Mickelson, but controlled by Bedford. Now Tulin from well outside the 18. It's another nice shot on. That's one of the best shots here of the second half. But Mickelson brings it in. Now Naftali of Bedford. That goes off the leg of Potter, and we'll get a Bedford throw in. Naftali has Matthews. Matthews chests it down, looking for support. She'll play it back to Humphrey. Humphrey will work it along that back line. Gets a little too much mustard underneath that, though, but the wind actually helped that ball a little bit to keep it in play, where it went to Lana Morris, and we'll get a push against Concord and another free kick for Bedford. Morris will take it just along the line in front of the Bedford bench. or Humphrey. She'll drive that right foot into it. Holds it up to Tulin. Tulin into Manny. Now Manny turns the ball over quickly to Concord. But Morris from Bedford gets a floater in there where Tulin drives in on net. And a loose ball is there, blocked away nicely on defense. Looked like Chloe Morgan was there. She did a good job of shielding Tulin. Mickelson kicks it away. Stein of Bedford tries to play it up where it's stolen by Concord. Abby Dixon. A little bit of boom ball going right now. Nobody able to take complete control and settle the play. But now Concord does. Able to turn. Knocked away briefly there by Stein. Now Naftali carries it out to Babotis. She tries to find Naftali, but turns it over. And now goes Quirk down the right side for Concord. But Stein is there. She'll watch it, but again, not going to go out of bounds. So Stein has to be forced to play it. She's able to control. Plays it up with that left foot. Potter there for Concord. Stolen by Matthews of Bedford. Now out to Babotis. She tries to play it up to Manny. Defended well there by Nault. Up to Quirk. To Fitcher, who gets it into the middle of the box, and a quick shot on there by Valant, but nicely saved by Santos. That was some nice passing by Concord and their best chance of the afternoon. Santos plays it up. Tries to find Manny in the middle. Defended well. Manny trying to drive around the Concord defense, but still able to control the ball as Concord. Now Quirk. Stolen quickly by Naftali. But then stolen right back by Potter. Potter tries to play it up and outside to Fitcher. Fitcher chasing after, but that ball a little too far and that ball go out of bounds. Still no score here in the second half. Just about 9 minutes gone. We'll have a throw in here from Bedford once we can find a ball. Naftali. Looking for Tulin. Tulin able to control. Finds Manny. Tries to play it up softly to Tulin, or to Babotis, but turned away and defended by Sarah Potter and will result in another Bedford throw in. Naftali right at midfield for the throw in. She finds Manny, who heads it, but it's controlled there by Caroline Quirk of Concord. She plays it up nicely to Harrington. Now give and go to Quirk, but they just miss again on the give and go, and that ball will go out of bounds. They were working the ball nicely up that right side, but unfortunately it goes off. A little too much oomph on it for another throw in for Bedford. 10 minutes gone here in the second half, no score. Potter from Concord. Defended nicely by Bedford. Babotis, but turned over there to Abby Dixon. Tulin fighting for Bedford. Now Humphrey. Now Kylie Morris of Bedford. Works it outside to her sister Lana. Lana tries to turn. Gets that ball up. Does a nice job. Now to Stravopoulos. Stravopoulos sends it down that wing. Floats one back, but well covered there and kicked out of bounds by Concord. Chloe Morgan taking no chances and gets the ball out of bounds for Concord for a Bedford throw-in. Substitutions here for both teams. Natali comes out for Bedford as Kate Michael comes in. And the throw-in by Kylie Morris is headed out of bounds, so we'll do it again. Bedford Turns it over to Concord, but back and forth we go. Now Concord controlling. Have speed down the side. Volant bringing to the corner, looking for that cross. Finds Quirk. Quirk does a little bit of a split there, and the ball is cleared away quickly by Humphrey to Manny. Plays it outside to Morris. Morris chips it up. Back to defend is Chloe Morgan, and she'll once again play it safely out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Humphrey plays it up to Manny. Defended well there by Concord, though. And we'll get a pushing foul against Manny, and was result in a free kick to Concord. Taken there by Chloe Morgan. She plays it up, defended by Alana Morris, but Concord there again when Morgan boots it up that left side, but it'll drift out of bounds for another Bedford throw-in. Another substitution coming here for Bedford as Grace Crowder will come on, which will move Avery Manny over to the midfield position and take out Ashley Babotis. Kylie Morris to take the throw for Bedford. Into Crowder. Olivia Matthews of Bedford. Now to Morris. Looking for Crowder on that right side, but blocked away there again by Renstra. Bedford throwing coming up. Matthews of Bedford finds Tulin. Finds Avery Manny on the wing. Manny just over the end line. Has Grace Crowder there. Crowder corrals it in, but pulled in nicely by Mickelson. Crowder tried to reverse foot. She had her back to the goal with a defender behind her, so tried to switch feet and turn it. But Mickelson dove around and grabbed it right off the ground. Nicely done by the keeper. She gives it a boot up where Humphrey plays it at Bedford. Morris. Kylie Morris with the ball, but now controlled there by Avery Fisher of Concord. She brings it down to that corner. Has Volant with her. Now Abby Dixon. Dixon still with it. Tries to get a shot off, but blocked away there, but picked up there by Volant. She has a person all alone in front and finds Quirk there for a goal. Nice pressure movement by Concord. Bedford not doing a great job of trying to get that, not doing a good job of getting that ball out. So as much as Bedford's had consistent chances, Concord taking advantage of theirs.
Concord goal by number 4, Caroline Quirk.
So Concord taking a 1-0 lead here. Almost 15 minutes gone into the second half. Bedford seemed to have quite a bit of momentum in the first half, not able to convert, but the play here in the second half has been very even. But Concord taking a 1-0 lead there on some good pressure and knocked in by Caroline Quirk. She's been a good pest today for Concord, applying some good pressure to that Bedford defense. Now we're looking to bring more. Quirk trying again. Defended there by Stein, who switches the directions. Nice little footwork. Carries. Turned over there, but defended well by Dixon. Stein still fighting. Fisher there for Concord as well, and she plays it out wide. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Concord for Bedford throw. Kylie Morris to play the ball in. Tries to find Grace Crowder. Defended there again by Bedford. But now Quirk able to race up and go for that ball, and out comes Santos. Quirk able to use that speed well today. Sarah Potter in the throw-in for Concord. Chipped away by Michael of Bedford. Potter again, though. And now Nault will play it all the way back to her keeper, Mickelson, just inside the 18. Pressured there by Grace Crowder, but still able to get the kick off. Now played outside again to Potter. Potter finds Quirk. Quirk bringing it to the outside. Is able to get around Stein, but a little too far to a self pass, and it goes out of bounds. Matthews of Bedford plays it up and out of bounds. Again, we'll do a third consecutive throw in for Concord. Just about 17 minutes gone here in the second half. Concord leads 1-0. Concord in the all white, Bedford in the all black. Potter on the throw in, headed there by Michael. And we'll get a loose ball handball against Concord. Dixon tried to come up and play that ball, and it took a little funny bounce on the backspin and hit her hand. So Stein will take it for Bedford. Looking to try to even this game up. Sends it towards midfield, but controlled by and knocked away by Concord. But now Matthews sends it down that right wing to Lana Morris. Morris trying to cut in, but defended well by Chloe Morgan. The ball will go over the end line, though, and should result in a Bedford corner kick. Stein for Bedford will go down and take the corner. Everybody up for Bedford except for Humphrey and Michael. Stein trying to use that left foot to bend one in. They have Grace Crowder right on the goal mouth. She bends it, trying to utilize the wind. There's Crowder. The ball is loose, but Mickelson there to grab it. Bedford with good pressure there. The ball went right in towards Crowder, right where she was along that end line. But the ball was able to hit the ground, and Mickelson brings it in to prevent any damage. Michael Bedford knees it forward. Finds Travaopoulos. Travaopoulos to Tulin. Tulin looking ahead to Crowder, but chipped away there nicely by Chloe Morgan again. Concord playing a really good defense here in the second half. Able to toe that line. Now Manny has to go off her foot and out of bounds. Potter in the throw in for Concord. Tulin tries to steal, but again controlled by Concord. Now Manny tries to go for the ball, and she'll get called for a trip. Free kick to Concord coming up. Just over 19 minutes gone here in the second half. Concord leading 1-0. Nault will take the kick for Concord. She sends it up and over midfield. Bounces there to Matthews of Bedford, but they're fighting for it. And coming away with it is Martinson. Now Lana Morris for Bedford. She's able to play it back to Stein. Stein finds Tulin at midfield. Tulin plays it up looking for Crowder, but that ball is going to go inside the 18, where it's brought in by Mickelson. Bedford getting some random pressure, but nothing where it's sustained. Stavropoulos steals from Bedford, looking for Crowder. Defended there well by Potter. Potter gets it up quickly, looking for Quirk. Quirk pushed along there by Kate Michael, but still holding on to it. Now Manny knocks her away, and Michael plays it up forward, but too far and over the end line for a Concord goal kick. Mickelson plays it up for Concord. The wind knocks that down. Morris of Bedford tries to control. Defended by Concord and up and out of bounds. Look like Gabby Chone. Or perhaps Abby Dixon. Morris on the throw-in, but turned quickly over to Concord. Now Concord advancing up and over midfield. Looking for Quirk down that right side. Oh, no. Advance there. Looked like Avery Fitcher, but it's quickly turned over. They had some good speed and momentum going, but now Tulin controls. Nice footwork at midfield. Looking for Lana Morris. Tried to be defended there by Renstra, and she misses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. So they will call that a Concord throw-in nonetheless. Morris from Bedford tries to head it. Controlled there by her sister, Kylie. Tulin. Nice footwork to get the ball around to switch the field, but defended there. She tried to look for Avery Manny, but defended well by Concord. Morris plays it all the way back along the line to Stein. Stein moving the ball, looking for Manny, but too far up and over her head. And Concord will have a throw-in. Potter looking for help on the throw-in. But controlled now and turned over to Bedford. Matthews tries to play it forward, but stolen there by Concord. Harrington has it. Knocked down at midfield. Stein of Bedford has it. Now plays it up to Tulin. Tulin bringing it up. Trying to create space. Looking for Morris. Perhaps had a shot there and defended up and out of bounds. Looked like Martinson might have played that out for a throw-in. Kylie Morris on the throw-in for Bedford. To Lana Morris. Back to Kylie Morris. And it goes off a Concord defender and out of bounds for another throw-in. Quickly into Grace Crowder of Bedford. Looking to try to turn and get a shot off, but plays the ball too far advanced over the line for a Concord goal kick. Nicholson plays it up for Concord. Now Lana Morris looking for Stravopoulos, but controlled by Concord again. And they play it up and out of bounds for another Bedford throw-in. Time running low here for Bedford. Just under 16 minutes remaining in the contest. 1-0 the score. Concord leading. Getting a goal here in the second half from Cork to take that 1-0 advantage. Harrington trying to bring the ball up, but defended there by Stein. Stein looking for Manny, but defended there by Potter. Potter will watch that ball roll out of bounds, and she'll take the quick throw in. Now Tulin for Bedford steals, pulls it back, able to control. Looking for a give and go with Manny. Also has Grace Crowder there. Ball's bouncing and loose, and it'll go up and over the end line, and they're going to call that ball off a Bedford foot and result in a goal kick. Got a Bedford substitution here as Taliaferro will come on for Crowder. Mickelson looking to right foot that ball up, just under 15 minutes to play. Controlled by Concord though, but it goes out of bounds. Looking to advance that ball up with a little triangular passing. Naftali will take the throw in for Bedford. Finds Taliaferro, but knocked away, defended there by Potter. Kylie Morris of Bedford tries to head it up away, but again, the presence of Whitney Volant, she's been all around the ball today. Now Renstra of Concord, but played back to Humphrey, who boots it out of bounds. 14 minutes to go here in the game. Renster will take the throw in for Concord. Heaves the ball a good 15 to 20 yards, where it's defended by Humphrey of Bedford, but not controlled. And now Concord will move the ball up the field. Line again. Covered there by Stein. Stein will just chip it out of bounds, and we'll have a Concord throw in. Ball hurled into the box, cleared there by Stein, but not far enough, and somehow it goes under the foot. Again, it looked like of Avery Fitcher. Avery Manny of Bedford. Now Stein of Bedford. But now Fitcher again of Concord. She'll get a shot on where Santos is there for Bedford. Didn't have to move much. The ball was right in towards the center of the box. Ball booted out towards center field where Taliaferro has it. Defended by 3 Concord players. Sandwiched around, and they will call that. They'll call a push in the back against Concord. Just under 13 minutes to go here. Humphrey will take it. Concord holding a tight line. On defense. Still leading 1-0. Humphrey plays it up. Looking for help. Has Taliaferro in the middle. Looks for Tulin. Now Matthews. Matthews looking for Morris. Bouncing the ball away there. Morris still after it. She tries to play it up and controls. Looking for Matthews. Still has support. Now Stravopoulos. And the ball will go out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. We'll have Eva Dubois come in at the left wing. Stravopoulos will come out, and that'll move Manny over to the right side. Throw into Matthews. She plays it looking for Tulin, but the ball is quickly turned over and controlled by Concord. Tyler Harrington for Concord. Tries to play it up. Taliaferro up to Tulin. Finds Dubois, and we're getting an offside call. She looked like she was even with the defender, but must have been a step ahead. Good passing going there for Bedford, but an offside call. Have to really be aware of where you are, especially in this late in the game. So Nutt will take the kick for Concord. Played up nicely there to Quirk. Quirk, who has the goal, racing down against Stein. Stein defending. He's able to stop on a dime and turn it. Fine looking for Tulin. Ball bounces too far ahead, though. Where Humphrey will take it. Now off the back of Matthews of Bedford. Controlled still by Concord. Looking for a Quirk, but she's a step offside as well. Just under 11 minutes to go here. Concord leading 1-0. Rematch of the game played earlier in the week that ended in a 1-1 draw. Santos plays it up by Bedford to Taliaferro off the chest. She's trying to corral. Defended in the back, and they will call a push again. Stein will take this. See if she can utilize the wind. The wind is whipping right now. She floats one up towards center. Defended by Concord. Stein again. She'll play it back up. Tulin is there, but defended by Concord. Bedford running out of time. Naftali. Knocked down there by Fitcher of Concord. Fitcher looking for Quirk with Stein. Santos way out of her net. She'll boot it up, but it just floats. She better race back into that net because there's quite a bit of an open space there. But Naftali of Bedford able to defend against Fitcher, and we'll have a free kick to Bedford. Stein of Bedford. She'll get into it with her left foot. Has Taliaferro. Looking for it. Looking for space. Trying to create space. We'll have another push against Concord. Nault fighting there one-on-one with Taliaferro, but Taliaferro doing a good job holding off, but the referees deemed it too much, and this will result in a free kick to Bedford again. Stein to take it. Stein needs to float this one up and let her team run it. Everybody on the 18 for both teams. The only one back is Naftali for Bedford. Stein putting it right up and on net, but that goes too far and doesn't allow everybody to run underneath it. And easily caught there by Mickelson. Mickelson taking her time, surveying. Boots it up to midfield. Raced after that by Kylie Morris. There's the speed though, Volant again. Volant controlling. Knocked down, and they will call it a late whistle there. Probably the right call though. Volant knocked down, resulting in a free kick for Concord. Taken here by Avery Fitcher. Fitcher, a sophomore for Concord. Concord assembling everybody on the right side, covered there by the defense, other than a wall pointed out by goalie Santos. Direct kick on, up and over off the crossbar. A beautiful shot in there, but saved by the crossbar. Concord almost took a 2-0 lead. Now the ball's advanced up and played up and out of bounds by Concord. Chloe Morgan with a safe play. They quickly get the ball in. Taliaferro trying to turn on her. Again off of the body of Chloe Morgan. Another throw-in coming up here for Bedford. Just under 8 minutes to go. Bedford looking to tie this game at 1. Naftali will take the throw in. Bedford needs to get moving. Concord looking to defend. Naftali in the throw. Plays it back to Matthews. Now to Naftali. Looking to turn, but defended there by Bedford. Tulin able to hold off, but controlled there again by Concord. Humphrey plays it off that foot. Now stolen away by Concord. Harrington plays the ball up, but we'll have another offside call against Volant. Booted up by Humphrey to Lana Morris. Ball goes off her legs, though, and controlled again by Volant. But now Morris able to steal. Tries to play it up. Finds Manny. Manny looking for Tulin. Now Nault steals, and she'll just rifle it out of bounds. At this point, Concord's best defense is just to keep delaying the play of the game as they maintain their 1-0 lead. Thrown in here by Manny to Lana Morris. She tries to play it back, but turned over quickly to Concord. Headed away there by Neve. Humphrey. Now Naftali. Plays it up to Matthews. Outside to Dubois. Dubois shielding. Looking for help. Trying to dribble too much. Now Taliaferro controls. Defended there by Concord nicely. Naftali with the ball. Up to Stein. Plays it up to Tulin. And kicked out of bounds. Just six minutes to go here in the second half. Concord still leading 1-0. Throw in by Naftali to Dubois. Dubois tries to play it back, but it's really to nobody, so it's turned over quickly to Quirk. Concord controlling. Fitcher with it, carrying. Defended by Matthews, but still has the ball. Looking for Quirk. Quirk is open on the far right wing. She's got space. She's got Volant out in front. She's got Harrington there. The ball will go out of bounds. And this will result in a corner kick coming to Concord. Concord able to maintain pressure here. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Martinson on the corner kick for Concord. She sends the right foot in. Sends it long. The ball's towards the box. Headed away there by Humphrey. Concord still there, turning. Takes a shot on. It looked like Quirk might have gotten on that. But the ball goes to the right and just past the net. Now we're on referee time with 5 minutes to go. Ball's held up though by the win there from Santos, and Concord still with the control. Headed in there, or shot in there, but headed away by Stein. Now Tulin looking for it. Trying to find Taliaferro. Taliaferro collided there by Chloe Morgan. Still controlled by Concord. Volant sends it out of bounds. Played in now by Kylie Morris. Looking for Avery Manny. Looking for Tulin. Booted again out of bounds by Concord. So right now it's their best defense this time. Morris to her sister. Turns. Loose ball. Now to Tulin. Tulin looking for help. The ball gets turned over to Concord. Concord will just boot it up. Headed there by Morris. Now controlled by Volant down into the far corner. She tries to get a cross off, but it's picked up there by Morris. Morris to Matthews. Now controlled again by Concord. And we'll get a pushing foul against Concord here. Probably about 3.5 minutes remaining. Again, we're on referee time for the final 5 minutes. Put it up by Humphrey. Taliaferro heads it up and over. Tries to get through 2 Concord defenders. Controlled there by Manny. Manny tries to find Dubois, but it's not long enough, and the ball is turned over. And again, Concord will just boot the ball out of bounds. Dixon playing it safely out of bounds for a Bedford throw-in. Concord still controlling. Now Humphrey looking for Dubois, but again, nobody home. Sarah Potter plays it up for Concord. And we'll have a handball here against Concord. Another one of those backspin balls where I think the wind affected it. Played up by Stein of Bedford, but promptly turned over to Concord. Concord controlling. Martinson plays it up along the wing to Volant. Volant tries some give and go there with Harrington. Off the head of Bedford's Lana Morrison out of bounds. Well, a quick substitution here very late in the game for Concord. But they have the ball, have the throw in, and they have the lead. Thrown in there, headed away by Morris. But kicked away again and out of bounds by Concord for another throw in. Bedford needing to advance the ball down the field here. Taliaferro with it. She gets it to Manny. Manny, not much on that kick though, and the ball gets quickly turned over to Concord. But Stein sends it up to Tulin. It's controlled by Concord, but again, if errant ball goes up and off a hand, Bedford needs to hurry here. They got to get that ball up. This is probably their last good solid chance to get a ball in on net. Everybody line up at the 18. Everybody up. Humphrey taking this ball right around the 25. She floats it up, but well wide, not even on net. So a good opportunity goes by the board there for Bedford. Mickelson will take the goal kick. Probably only about a minute remaining in the contest. Kicked away here by Mickelson up along the sideline where the teams have their benches. Humphrey with it. Now Manny. She's pushed down here, and we'll get another free kick. Everybody up for Bedford. Humphrey, right around that 35-yard line of the football field. She plays it in quickly. Taliaferro tries to get a foot on it. Over to Dubois. Dubois to Naftali. Naftali looking down on the corner. Finds Dubois. Dubois tries to get it in, but goes off a Concord defender. And Concord will quickly boot it out of bounds. Naftali trying to get it in the box here. Does. Turned over to Concord, though. Concord boots it up just outside the 18. Played in nicely by Humphrey, but nobody's there for Bedford, and Mickelson will reel it in. Time ticking away. 1-0, Concord still leads. And we'll have a foul immediately on the kick from Mickelson, so free kick coming here for Concord. She's looking for Volant down the sideline, but shoving the back from Bedford will result in a free kick, and that is the end of the game. Concord coming up with a 1-0 win here at Bulldog Stadium, scoring in the second half. So the final score here, the Concord Crimson Tide 1, the Bedford Bulldogs 0. We thank you for tuning in, and have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, you too. Nice job.
Thanks.